Hi everyone, how are you? It's me, Patricia Hanbidge, your horticulturist. My oldest, dearest friends call me Patty Plant, and my favorite assistant, Sprout. So we thought we'd done a video in the past about the Meyer lemon, but it maybe was taken down, and so we thought we'd do another one. So when you walk into my plant room here, as you can see, there's a little Meyer lemon, and this tree is in full bloom, so Sprout has agreed to help do some pollination. So she's going to be the bee. So pollination is the action of moving the male parts, the pollen, out of the flower to the female parts, which is the pistil, and doing what the insects would normally do outside in the world. So I'm just going to move this up a little bit so you can see these beautiful blossoms. So does that look okay? Maybe back just a little bit. So you see this is a cluster of blossoms, and Meyer lemons, which are actually a cross between a lemon and a lime, usually flower and bloom about this time of year. Here's a beautiful cluster here. Look at that. So the center of the flower is, can I borrow your paintbrush? So the center of the flower right here is the pistil, and it's kind of sometimes got some gooey stuff on it that helps attach the pollen, and all around it is the pollen, which is coming off the stamens. So I'm just going to move this back and give you your tool to be a bee, and you can go ahead and pollinate while I explain a little more about it. So this tree is literally fully, go around and go ahead and be the bee and pollinate. Maybe start up here so people can see what you're doing, because the camera's there. So Meyer lemons are a cross between a lemon and an orange. And what Sprout is doing is she's just, with a very soft paintbrush, she's transferring pollen from the stamens, which is basically like the sperm, onto the pistil, which is the female part of the flower. And then once the pollen is transferred, you can go ahead, keep going. I'll just keep turning it so you can see some more flowers. We're literally covered. How about these guys up here? So when you're pollinating, basically like a bee, when it goes from flower to flower, it will actually just transfer with the pollen that gets stuck on its legs or is on its body, and it will gently pollinate the plant. I'm going to keep turning this beautiful lemon. Stop! Here, hold that one up. That one's beautiful. So basically, go ahead and pollinate. You might have to go upside down like a bee. But you know, it's kind of a really interesting process to take part in nature like this, because we reap the benefits. I mean, the plant is just trying to reproduce, but what we get is some beautiful homegrown lemons. So I'm just going to move this back a little bit, and you keep on pollinating, Sprout, and I'll just keep on talking. So it's a really cool process to have this. If you want to grow a Meyer lemon, if you grow a tree, it's going to take a number of years for that lemon to become mature enough to bear flowers and fruit. And if you get a dwarf cultivar, then I'll just keep turning it so people can see what you're doing, all right? If you get a dwarf cultivar, then they start flowering usually within a year or so. So they need bright light. You need supplemental grow lights in order to get them to flower inside. This beautiful lemon tree with its beautiful tropical scent wouldn't bloom without artificial supplemental light. I'm going to keep turning it for you, Sprout. It's a big job to do this, and you want to do it daily, and you'll find you can actually see the pollen grains on the pistil, and as the pollination occurs, that pollen is then transferred all the way down through the stem of the pistil to the ovules where fertilization occurs. So show them your paintbrush, Sprout. Show them all the pollen. Can you see it clearly? There you have to kind of gauge it. Yeah, so that's all different pollen, and you just dab it every day. And once it's done flowering, we're going to lose the scent, but we're going to get some beautiful little lemons happening. So I love growing citrus trees. Lemons do have a fruiting and pollinating or flowering phase. Limes, if you're growing key limes and that kind of thing, they just kind of continuously flower and fruit, so it's pretty cool. So thanks for joining us. We come to you every week on Orchid Horticulture Facebook Live, and you can catch us any time of the day or night on the YouTube channel Grow. So wherever you are, I hope you're happy, that you're staying safe, and you're growing great things. Thanks for joining us, folks. See you next time. Bye now.